Steve and Fiona Gray are overjoyed about the arrival of their first child. After 2 miscarriages and 7 failed fertility treatments, the Grays had almost lost hope. It wasn't until the fertility doctor suggested a treatment called GIFT that they were finally able to conceive.
The tree stays until the baby comes home.
And let's hope the tree has to stay for a few weeks.
Now the Grays are expecting the greatest Christmas present ever, the gift of parenthood.
Steve and I are from the same hometown, and in fact we went to the same nursery school. Steve was a year older than I was, so we were never in the same class.
She's a lot of fun. Besides that, she's just a striking person.
Satisfies craving number 2.
Me too, I think I'm pregnant.
We went to high school together and became very close friends, and then started dating.
I just fell for it. I didn't fall romantically right away, but as like a really true good friend right away.
And that was 12 years ago, and we've been together ever since. We were married for about 4 years, and we were settled and both employed and bought our house and decided to go ahead and start a family, having no idea how long that it would take.
When Fia and I decided to start a family, we didn't have success right away. So her doctor, her gynecologist at the time, prescribed Clomid. And so she took that and was able to conceive twice with that drug. However, miscarried both times.
After the second miscarriage, I decided that we felt that we should pursue an infertility specialist.
The first meeting I had with the Grays was a very emotional meeting. She had a serious infertility problem at the age of 28. So she underwent several simple forms of infertility treatment, unsuccessful. More advanced treatments, unsuccessful. And very advanced treatments, and again, no success.
Steve would give me shots every day.
One a day.
Sometimes twice a day.
Twice.
At the same time each day.
That was tough to do the first time. Well,
the first time was the hardest.
Yeah, because you're hurting somebody. You're jamming them with a needle, and it's not something you want to do.
It really doesn't hurt so much, but there were times when it hurt. It depended on the dosage of the fertility drug.
Her fallopian tubes were open, his sperm were normal, and despite all this apparent normalcy, there was no baby.
No pregnancy.
Nope.
So and my fertility doctor, I mean, he was wonderful, and we were getting really frustrated.
He was so upbeat all of the time. He was just like, we're going to get you pregnant.
Right.
We're going to get you pregnant.
That's what he would always say.
When we first met him, he's like, you're going to walk out of here pregnant. I guarantee it.
This was a very, very interesting case, John. Because as you can see, as we stimulated her, she produced a lot of eggs. And we couldn't understand why she wasn't getting pregnant. And it's unbeknownst to me why it didn't work.
So our fertility specialist with each treatment would be very excited and very enthusiastic, and then 2 weeks later, after each procedure, we would find out we weren't pregnant. So I guess we were prime candidates for GIFT.
GIFT is a treatment which was begun in late 1984, where essentially you take the lady's eggs and her husband's sperms and you put them into her fallopian tube. And it basically mimics the natural reproductive processes.
The day we found out that this pregnancy was a viable one, that we found out this last procedure worked, it was a normal day. We drove up to Arlington. She had blood taken, and then we went back and both went to work. And it was the same routine. You have to wait and let them do their blood work, and then they'll call you if it's they call you either way, let you know if it worked or didn't work. So I came home from work a little bit early, knowing that they would have the blood work done around noon, 1 o'clock. So I took my lunch hour and came home, and I called them, and she told me that, congratulations. And it was weird. I didn't think I would react that way, but like this wave of tingling sensation went all over. So I didn't go back to work. I went to a florist and got a big bouquet of flowers, roses, and brought him home.
Well, when I saw his face, I knew it. I knew, but as I said, I was so afraid of finding out. But when I saw his face, we were just beside ourselves with happiness. We had a sonogram, and he pointed the embryo out. He comes in, he's like, "You're not going to believe this." He's like, "I had to have the nurse do it for me and double check it." And I was a little alarmed, I was like, "I'm not going to believe what?"
Right.
And he's like, "Well, your baby's due on Christmas Day." Essentially, it is baby's first Christmas, whether she's on the outside or the inside.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe someone will give us an illuminating angel for Christmas and then have no angel. Just have, we'll put the cats on top of it.
We did not want to know what the gender of the baby was. And then I started having dreams that the baby was a girl. I talked to Steve and said, "This is crazy. I'm not sleeping. I'm having these really realistic dreams. I really want to find out whether or not it's a boy or a girl." And he went along with it, and we found out that it was a little girl.
I think she'll be a wonderful, wonderful mom. She's very caring. She's very conscientious. She is very much in love with the fact that we're going to have a kid. So I know that when the baby's here, she's just going to really fall right in stride and do a wonderful, wonderful job.